Welcome back to Maker Monday at the Independence Public Library. My name is Bonnie, and today we have this opportunity to create a Dreamcatcher craft. The Dreamcatcher is good for catching good dreams and blocking bad dreams. What you will need is the supply kit from the public library, a pair of scissors, some markers or crayons or colored pencils, your choice, a pencil of our own, and some tape. Go ahead and gather your supplies and restart the tape when you're finished. All right, let's begin. I think first we'll start with taking our paper plate. It's already pre-cut and holes are already stamped in it. Okay, and I don't know if you want to color this side sticking out or either way, but the side that you are not going to color, we're going to number our holes. Okay, so we're going to start up here where there's two holes together. We're going to number this one number 1. And then go around and number the rest of them. It should be 1, 2, there should be 8 holes. Okay, these other 3 at the bottom, they're for hanging things off of it at the end of our project. Okay, so we've started with that. The next thing we need to do is take your yarn. We're going to tape around one end of our yarn. That should help make it easier to do our weaving with our plate and yarn together. Okay, once you've completed that, we can set that off to the side. I think we're going to be ready now to decorate, color our plate any way we'd like to. So go ahead and grab your markers or your crayons, or if you have paints and you choose to go that way, that's good too. Go ahead and start that and color this one side of your plate any way you'd like to do that. When you've finished, go ahead and start the recording again. Now we're ready to start our weaving process. Okay, there's my numbers that we put on our items before. Okay, on the sheet of paper that came with your kit, on one side there were pictures of dream catchers. On the other side is a weaving diagram. Okay, so we're going to start from 1 to 4. So I'm going to pull that through hole 1 and then back down through hole 4. Now as we go, if you choose to add a bead or 2 to your dream catcher, that would be great. I'm going to add 1 or 2 as we go along here. So I want to go from 1 to 4. The next one says we want to go from hole 4 to hole 7. Okay, so I'm going to go to 7 and bring that through. I'm going to add a bead or 2 now. That should be in your plastic kit that came with your kit. And I'm going to add that just by slipping a bead. Okay, just a bead onto my yarn there. Okay, so now we've just gone from 1 to 4, 4 to 7. Now we want to go from hole 7 to hole 2. Okay. Nice job. Okay, you can add beads as you go. I'm going to save a few to hang from the bottom of mine, but add them as you wish. Okay, 4 to 7, 7 to 2. Then I want to go from hole 2, from here, to hole 5. It's just down here. There we go. I need to pull a little more yarn through there. I'm getting kind of short. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm at hole 5. I want to go from 5 to 8, from here to here. Okay. Then I want to go from hole 8 to hole 3. I think I need a little more yarn. Okay, from hole 8 to hole 3. Okay, and I'm going to add another bead on here. You may need to go ahead and stretch more yarn through there as you go. I'm finding I'm a little bit short. That's okay. We have plenty of yarn to use. Okay, so I want to go from, I'm going to add another bead here. Okay, then we go from hole 3 to hole 6. 3, we're going to go down here to 6. Okay, then we want to go from hole 6 back up to hole 1. What I'm going to do is go ahead and make sure my yarn is tight in there, and then I'm going to tie those two ends together. Okay. I'm going to tie it just a regular little knot. Okay, we can trim those. Okay, so if you choose to not use the diagram that comes with it, that's fine. You can string your Dreamcatcher any way you'd like to. I found that this worked for me, but everybody's craft is their own. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and trim this off a little bit. And I think while I'm doing this, I think I'm going to go ahead and, with this top hole, I'm going to string a little bit of yarn there so I can hang this up later if I choose to. Okay, so that's taken care of. Okay. Now I have 3 holes down here at the bottom. I think I want to divide my yarn up in at least 3 equal parts, or you know, you can make them as long as you want. Okay, so there's 1. You should have plenty of yarn. So if you choose to do more weaving with in the middle of your Dreamcatcher, that's great. Okay. what I'm going to do with these pieces, I'm going to double them over. Stick them through my Dreamcatcher. Now, you can leave those as short or as long as you'd like. I'm going to trim mine up a little bit shorter. And I'm going to take my beads and kind of weave them on there a little bit. Okay. Oops. They do roll away. So I'm going to put one up there. Maybe another one in the middle. About there maybe. Something like that. Then I'm going to grab 2 more beads, and I'm going to do something a little different, 2 or 3 more beads, and do something a little different with them. I'm going to grab 2 of these, that one off the first set of strings and one off the second set of strings. And I'm going to stick a bead on those 2 strings. Remember, you can decorate these any way you choose to. Then I'm going to take the next 2 and do the same thing. Okay, so now I've got kind of a decoration like that a little bit. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, you should have gotten a couple of feathers in your craft kit. I'm going to grab those. Oh, that's it. And I'm going to tie those to my, just tie them on. Okay. If you have plenty of yarn and you want to add more strings to it, that's fine too. Also, you can, if you want, you can fray your yarn a little bit. I'm not having very much luck doing that, but that's another option too if you'd like. kind of fluff it out a little. Okay, then if you want, you can add more beads or any way you want to do that. Okay, you should have some other items with your craft. Some stars that you can add to your Dreamcatcher, or there's some fun foam pieces you can add on there. You don't have to add anything if you don't want to. I'm going to put a couple of stars on mine. There you go. You've created a dream catcher. You've done a nice job. Thank you for joining me today. Books at the Independence Public Library about dreams are Just a Dream by Chris Van Allsburg, Abe Lincoln's Dream by Lane Smith, Curious George's Dream by Margaret and H.A. Rise, Wooly, the Wide Awake Sheep by Jake Tebbett, Cowboy Dreams by Kathy Applet. Thank you for joining us today. We do hope to see you at the library soon. Thank you.